So you whores must think I'm playing.
So, out of all the characters at your disposal and your most infinite knowledge of the Spider-Man universe, Sony, you chose one of the most popular Latino characters in all of comics. A true Marvel legend, you know, out of the 10 of them, El Muerto, with his vast lore, and who better to play such an epic role? No, not a seasoned actor, but the one, the only Bad Bunny. Yes, so the first Marvel Latino lead for a movie will be Bad Bunny as El Muerto. I mean, it's almost too perfect. Now, this is the part of the video where I get just a tad bit less sarcastic. So, as a comic book fan, a comic book movie fan, and a content creator, as well as being Latino, I had no recollection of this character before. So, I decided to become an expert on El Muerto by reading all 2 of the comics that he's ever been in, which are issue 6 and 7 from the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man from 2005. That was written by Peter David. And shout out to Peter David, a beast on Hulk, but also the creator of Spider-Man 2099. Love you, Mr. David. And the thing is, this character isn't bad, okay? In 2 different senses. Like, the character himself, El Muerto, only exists as an antagonist to Spider-Man, so the ancient god who killed his father and powers the mask that gives him his power basically told him he needs to find a masked hero to humiliate and unmask publicly so that he can keep the power and that god won't kill him. It's a little kooky, but hey, it's comics, and the story ends kind of really actually heartwarming with Spider-Man and him teaming up against that evil god. The thing is, because of Sony's live action track record, Bad Bunny not being a really seasoned actor, although I heard he's great in Bullet Train, and that's one of the reasons, in quotations, that this movie is actually happening. 2 comics doesn't warrant a movie about this character, and I'm confident it'll be dog shit. Now, some of y'all will say, well, you can't say that until you see the movie comic concept. It's, you know, about 2 years away. How could you possibly even know? Which, hey, look, I agree with you guys. In most circumstances, that's the absolute best practice so you don't end up speaking out of your ass. But in the case of Sony's live action movies, without the guidance of Marvel Studios, it's highly likely that I'm on the money. And honestly, I feel like I've been on the money with most of the rants I do about their movies, have I not? So this is the part of the video where I transport my viewers into the mind of Sony and put their entire thought process on display and absolutely shit on them, expose them for their abysmal and malicious behaviors.
And here we go.
So Sony is actually ingenious for this plan that they've devised, okay? Really, they want to hit the Latino demographic, and people will say, and it is fair to say, why not make a movie about Spider-Girl, Anya Corazon? Or make Bad Bunny Spider-Man 2099, or even make him Tarantula if you need a villain. But I have to say, that's not the answer, guys, okay? Since Sony would shit all over those characters, they would not do them justice and would only taint the first legit Latino leads we would ever get in a Marvel movie. The answer is not for them to make any more movies. It's instead for them to accept a meager check from Disney to hand those rights back and fuck off. The reason they're going with El Muerto is because he is Latino and he's so obscure that he has no expectations associated with him. So they have nowhere to go but up, essentially, in theory, but if anybody were to fuck it up, it would be Sony. So trust me, this movie, as bad as it might be, will probably be better than Morbius due to that reason of obscurity. Another thing is that El Muerto is a wrestler, we can see. Now, does anybody know what has Bad Bunny been doing as of lately? Oh yeah, he's been on the WWE doing wrestling. So you take the clout of a famous musical artist, you take the clout of him being Latino, you take the clout of him being even a sex symbol, the clout of being on WWE, which more than likely they're going to get some WWE superstars to star alongside him in the movie, and to top it all off, guys, in a concoction of clout, he exists in a universe where he could potentially meet Spider-Man. You take the clout of Spider-Man and interject that as well into this movie. What does that do? That prints money, okay? And I can hear it already. I can see the future posts about it. I can hear it when I'm going to the gas station or the Walmart. I can see where all the hoes, the pendejas, the pendejos, I can hear what they're all gonna say, okay? I don't know anything about Marvel, but like, I'm gonna go watch it to see Bad Bunny. So way, let's go see Bad Bunny, the Bad Bunny movie way. So this is exactly what I'm gonna be hearing, what I'm gonna be seeing posts about, and this is exactly Sony's game plan. And the reason why I continue to talk about these things is because of the possibility of Sony forcing a situation where this abysmal universe interacts with Tom's Spider-Man and taints and brings down the quality of what was built by the MCU in order to propel themselves up by even an inch, okay? We already kind of saw that small degrading of, in my opinion, a top MCU villain, Vulture in Morbius, okay? I can't stand for it any longer, guys. And that is why in this video, video, I'm not even telling my viewers to not watch El Muerto, but instead, I'm instructing y'all on the only way to watch it, which is, before it hits your retinas, make sure it is a 1, 2, 3 movies classic, okay? If you live by any pendejos or pendejas, you tell them, hey bitch, sit your ass down. If you want to see that movie, bust out the Fire Stick, get my laptop, we'll fucking watch it there. But do not go to a theater and spend your hard-earned money on this film, okay? Watch it if you want, but do not spend your hard-earned money, and take that for what you will, because guys, as you know, on this channel, I've never promoted any type of illicit, illegal, or dubious activities. I have not. Just to be clear, on a more serious note, this company does not deserve your hard-earned money or your free time, and the only way to fight back is to vote. Vote with your dollar, okay? Because this is legitimately the most malicious and blatant cash grab I've ever seen, and it's honestly disrespectful, not only to us as comic book fans or movie fans, but especially to all my fellow Latino viewers out there. We are never starved enough of representation that we allow or promote a subpar or even negative form of it, okay? You are not obligated to like someone just because they look like you or share your culture. Again, and I'd like to make it clear, this is no hate at all to Bad Bunny. I don't listen to too much of his music, except when I go get faded at my barber's, because he always has that shit blasting and it's a bop, but he's probably a cool ass dude and a great artist, and shit, if Jared Leto and Matt Smith didn't know they got bamboozled into joining the wrong Marvel universe, then how would he ever know? So I don't think this is anything to do with him, honestly. I don't think he has as much a role to play in this as Sony, because that's the truth, and I hope that king continues to thrive. Shout out to Cholo Mariduena for speaking facts. Go watch Blue Beetle instead, guys. Shit, I might legitimately have a Blue Beetle watch party the day El Muerto comes out, all a fucking whole ass year later. I don't really give a fuck. That would be pretty funny. Maybe I'll do that. Let me know if you want that to happen. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. I appreciate you guys sitting through all of this. Again, if you like the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want, subscribe. I always appreciate it. Love y'all guys. Hope y'all are doing well, and I'll see you in the next one.